You early on though, and let's maybe perhaps talk a little bit about some of the things that had to happen for you to get sort of out of this. And
Yeah.
talk about a young a woman who was very addicted, and it was really causing a lot of harm. And her parents ended up getting involved and getting you involved, but she had to actually stop, and she was very reluctant to do so. And what was interesting was how long, like, she would have relapsed out, I suspect, absent your intervention.
Are you talking about the patient Delilah who was
Yes.
addicted to cannabis? Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, so this gets at sort of what, so this is sort of a dire news, this mismatch between our ancient wiring and our modern dopamine saturated ecosystem. So that then what to do about it. And basically what Dopamine Nation posits is that through a combination of understanding the neuroscience and also looking to people in recovery from addiction as modern day prophets for the rest of us, we can, there's something that we can actually do about this. And the reason that people with severe addiction and recovery are modern day prophets is because these are the individuals who are most vulnerable to this problem of compulsive overconsumption. And if they can figure out how to navigate this world, surely they have something to share with the rest of us. And I know I've learned an enormous amount from my patients. And so the first intervention that the book recommends, which is the first intervention I do with most, but not all patients, is to ask them to fast from their drug of choice, whatever it is: pornography, video games, social media, cannabis, alcohol, shopping, you name it, to fast for that for 30 days. So why 30 days? 30 days is, in my clinical experience, about the average amount of time it takes for those neuroadaptation gremlins who are now camped out on the pain side of the balance to start to dismount and for homeostasis to be restored. Why is it so important to restore this baseline homeostasis? So that we can remember what it feels like to be not caught up in this intrusive craving state that is the sort of baseline state of a dopamine deficit condition, and also to be able to take pleasure in more modest rewards, as well as to be able to look back and see true cause and effect. So when we're caught up in our addiction, we really don't see its impact. We have to get some distance from it before we can look back and say, oh, wait a minute, that seemed to have taken on a larger proportion in my life than I realized or than I wanted it to.